What's going on, everyone? Greg Ferris back here, going to review my week in training. Again, Madcow week 2. Don't have a ton of footage from this week, but really what I wanted to talk about this week was how easy my lifts were and kind of where I'm going for here. So again, Monday is my squat and bench day. I always squat first. My top set here, which you'll see in a minute, felt really good. Again, the program is set up so that the first 2 or 3 weeks, you're not really pushing it incredibly hard, and you actually don't set a PR until that 4th week, or maybe you actually match your PR that 4th week and try to break it that 5th. So what I'll talk about really in this video is what I'm doing to kind of change that to make things come a little bit quicker, because this week, for the most part, as you guys are seeing, my top sets just weren't very challenging. It wasn't like the reps weren't grindy. It's like I really didn't feel like I was even working on my top set. So I'm not going to make just dramatic jumps, but as you'll see in kind of my top sets, I'll kind of talk about where I'm going to go from here. I'm definitely going to put up a video sooner or later, maybe when school is over, just how the whole program is ran and kind of how I manipulate things. But like I said, if you watch week 1, I actually posted a link about the program and stuff like that. It's actually not incredibly complicated. So one of the things I really try to work on is keeping my toes pointed forward instead of to like a 45-degree angle out. I still open up a little bit, but it's definitely not as dramatic as it used to be. So again, this is my top set of the day. This was 280 for 5, and that was my last set there, my last rep. But again, a little sticky, but for the most part, it just wasn't that hard. So definitely gonna make some increases. Bench press actually felt really good, probably my best lift of the week, which is kind of irregularly, but this was 170 for a 5. I'm actually wearing my Romaleos here, probably because I was too lazy to take them off, but I actually do get a really good drive. I tried to deadlift it on Wednesday, it just wasn't happening, but this was 195 for 5, so again, I hit 195 for a triple last Saturday, so this next coming Monday, the goal is just to add reps to that. It's kind of how the program's set up, and again, you'll see here, that was not very difficult for me, so there's a fine line between not going to failure and not really working hard. Again, we want all of those top sets to kind of be RPE 8 or 9, and that just wasn't it for me this week. So one of the big accessory movements I've really become a fan of are the barbell hip thrusts I've talked about before. Again, I got these from Brett Contreras, and I actually started to use a higher bench, if you see here, and I feel my glutes a lot more. I get a lot deeper stretch, so definitely try that movement out if you haven't yet. I didn't get any footage from Wednesday. My camera messed up. Those are my numbers. The OHP was pretty rough. The deadlift was pretty good. Again, the back squats were light. I also PR'd on dumbbell bench press, so another full body routine there. And then jumping into Friday, so this is my heavier squat day. I kind of had some notes on here, but same kind of stuff. These were really fast, and the speed. Another good thing about filming yourself, and you can kind of just feel it during your workout, is how fast your lifts are going. You know, I was doing some pause squats. I was doing pause squats at like my 4th set, I think. So kind of testament to how frequently this squatting 3 times a week has really been beneficial to me. You know, even though it's only my second week doing this, I feel like squatting is almost like second nature now. Now I've been squatting once a week for, I don't know how many years, but and then twice a week kind of when I feel like it, but now consistently doing it 3 times a week, again with that Wednesday kind of light day, it's been awesome. And that's just kind of what I said earlier in the video, that the program isn't structured so that the first few weeks are hard, but it's more of like a linear progress after that. I'm going to take a little bit more aggressive approach, and we're just going to see how tough I am or how tough I'm not with this upcoming week. I believe my squats, instead of going up the normal 5 to 10 pounds, I'm actually going to increase them about 15 to 20. And then same thing on my bench press days. I believe instead of going up to 205, I'm going up to about 215. So a lot bigger jumps. Actually, my squats on Monday will be 310 for a 5, and my bench press will be 215. So that means I'll hit a 320 for a 3 on squat, and then a 220 for bench press for 3 later in the week. And I'm actually going to the fitness summit in Kansas City to meet and watch some presenters such as Alan Aragon and Eric Cressy and Contreras and Brad Schoenfield. A lot of big names in the field, so maybe I'll get some footage from that, and that's going to be amazing. But I'm actually going there like Thursday night, so what I'm going to do to get my workouts in is just work out Monday through Thursday and not take a break, and then I'll have Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or Friday and Saturdays kind of rest days before I get back for dead week and finals. So again, good mornings here. Really liking this movement. I actually saw I was getting just like some thoracic overextension here, so it's definitely something I need to work on, but loving that movement, really killing my glutes and my hamstrings. And there's just kind of some of the existence work I did. I did hip thrust again this day. I actually worked out with a friend, and usually I can't work out with friends because they're super annoying. They want to bullshit, not really serious, but it was actually an awesome workout that day. And this is all I got for my bench press day. Just got my bench press. Again, this was kind of the telltale sign to me. This was just yesterday that I need to increase these numbers. I hit a 200 for a triple, which on paper I know is not very hard. I was just kind of expecting it to be more difficult than it was, and I did like a pause rep in my last set. So again, I always tell people stick with the plan, stuff like that, but you also can't just be a robot and not listen to how your body's reacting. If I had, I had at least 20 or 30 more pounds on the bar yesterday, so I'm not really benefiting that much if my top sets are RPE 5 or 6. I know the program will get more difficult with the weeks to come, but I don't want to waste 2 or 3 weeks just kind of messing around. I would rather really push myself, and maybe it take me 14 or 16 weeks to complete the 12-week program, but I think overall throughout the course of the program it'd benefit me more and be more challenging, right? So that's the video, guys. Again, this was my 200 for triple. Derek's ass is kind of in the way here, but yeah, this is my last rep here. Just kind of pause and go, and really wasn't grindy at all. And I actually set some other PRs on like incline bench and chins and things like that. So that's the video, guys. Hopefully you guys liked it. I'll put up a video about the fitness summit, see if you guys want some footage from that. I'll try to get what I can. And that's it. See you guys next week.